very nice casserole.
This is a casserole. It's a cassoulet. That's what the French called something with beans in. And there we are. It's the shin of beef in a nice sauce with red peppers, and very easy to make.
Are these beans sort of things you can get easily? I mean, you can buy them in tins, can't you, and that sort of thing?
You can, but it's cheaper to soak your own.
Shows everything operates in this kitchen, doesn't it? You can turn the tap on.
Yes, you were saying you can buy them in tins. Well, a 15.5 ounce strained weight, this was 34 pence. And I get a similar amount from 4 ounces of beans, which cost me 10 pence.
What a difference.
So to soak beans, do this overnight, put half a teaspoonful of bicarb and cover with cold or warm water. Just leave that overnight. So you've got to think ahead for this recipe. And then you drain them the next day. And those are all ready for the recipe. There we are. And so you've got just about the same. In fact, I've got rather more beans from my 4 ounces, so it's better to do it at home. Then to the recipe, I've already begun to fry the meat. That was exactly the same as we did before. And I've fried it until it's lovely golden brown, and I'm going to put that into the casserole.
And that's 1.5 pounds of shin in there, isn't it?
That's right. And that's the leg. And I toss the meat in 1 ounce of flour and half a teaspoonful of ginger, the kind of ginger powder that you'd make biscuits from.
Just to add a bit of spiciness, presumably.
It makes it extra nice, Judy. And now to the sauce ingredients. First of all, some rather potent pepper sauce, and it's very important not to put too much in.
Where'd you get that little spoon from?
Well, it's a measuring spoon, and I'm making sure I only put 1/4 teaspoonful. If you put any more than that in, you will jump.
Choke.
Pepper sauce. And stock, 1/4 pint of stock, a small tin, 8 ounces of tomatoes. There we are. 2 tablespoonfuls of cider vinegar. You can use wine vinegar, but not malt vinegar. Sugar, 2 ounces of brown sugar, a bay leaf, a clove of garlic, or 1 large clove, or...
Too small.
That's where my strength comes.
Terrific things, those, aren't they?
There we are. Much the best way of doing it. And then 4 ounces of mushrooms.
Cut up.
Cut up, yes. And you want to buy the flat button mushrooms for this. There we are. Mix it well. And pepper and salt. Again, about a teaspoonful of salt to the pound.
You're pretty generous with that, aren't you, I think?
Yes, some people like to add less. Now the beans. We've already drained the beans. Let's put the right ones in. And you see how they've swelled up from the dried beans, and they're a different colour. Give it a good stir.
And you just asked for the red kidney beans,
Red
obviously.
kidney beans, and you'll pay about 40 pence a pound. And then on with the lid, and they will swell up, and cook them at 325, gas number 3, for about 2.5 to 3.5 hours. For the last half hour, put some red pepper in with them.
Which you've just done with the rings. You've taken out the pith.
Like we did with the onions in the previous recipe. I don't like the vegetables overcooked. There we are, 325, gas number 3, 2 to 3 hours, nice and slow. You can do it a bit quicker if you prefer.